Great. Okay, so we are off. So I'm going to kick off things. My name is Winston Duncan, and I am a book confidence coach. And I love what I do. I help people in the community write their books and get their stories out. So over the next sort of 50 minutes or so, you're going to hear a little bit about the Popcorn House, what it is we do, and how you can get involved. It was my birthday this week, Tuesday. So obviously I did another fundraiser because the children have requested for an audio version of the Popcorn House. And we've managed to raise, at my last count, approximately, I think it's 200 and I should know the figures, shouldn't I? About £250. We had another donation in, 2 donations in today, and we got some more on its way coming. And we'll show you a little bit about that. So I'm just going to kind of just give you an introduction into what myself and 30 young children authors aged between 7 and 12 created during lockdown, during a time that were kind of meant for sadness and grief. We turned it around, we got together, and over a 4-month period, we created an awesome superhero book called The Popcorn House. So if you're ready, I want to see some clicks in the air. Excellent. That's how we do. You got to put the clicks high up, Dylan. Yeah, man. That's how we do. Higher, higher. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see. All right. So you should be able to see a PowerPoint presentation with me pointing. So put your thumbs up if you can see a pink PowerPoint presentation. Great stuff. Okay. Right. So this is me. Right. Hold on a sec. There we go. Right. So as I said, Winston Duncan, book confidence coach. We're discussing BAME stories in literature. I'm an author of 15 books. Yep, that's right. You've heard correctly, 15 books. And I guess in 15 is the charm, because that was what became a #1 bestseller on Amazon on Monday, the 5th of October, which was 2 days out of our launch. And we couldn't have done it without the community ethics. I've worked alongside the Voice newspaper at City Hall. We had the Emirs event at City Hall. And I've been to BBC Radio quite a few times and been performing there. If I could just say, Marcia and Marilyn, just keep an eye on the waiting room and just let anybody in that, is coming along. Thank you. All right, so it's important that we have positive representation for our young people. Why? Because I believe that the future, Whitney Houston says, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And that is what I do firmly believe. We need to see positive representations of our young people and making sure that we're getting the word out there that our stories matter and our stories count. As you can see, I think someone's mic's on. Hold on, let me just mute everybody. Hold on a sec. As you can see, our stories matter, our stories count, and that's been made evident in Wakanda Forever. So unfortunately, only 1% of 1% of main characters in children's books are BAME. So that's Black, Asian, minority, ethnic. This is really sad because it means that our stories are not being reflected equally. We don't have representation. Only 4% of characters are sidekick of Black and brown faces. Inanimate objects are more likely to feature in a children's book other than a Black or brown child itself, which I think is really sad. You can go on Reflecting Realities report to find out a little bit more about that statistics. These are some of the children that we've been working with on the right-hand side, and they've been absolutely amazing during this process, and the facilitators. So the great Lauryn Hill said in her song Jerusalem, if I'm not included, then I just have to remove it from my mind because it must be insanity. I'll repeat that again. If I'm not included, my skin, my color, my hue, then I just have to remove it from my mind because it must be insanity. It must be insanity. That's the only thing that we can place it. How can we not have images that look like us? How can we thrive when we're not seeing images that represent us? So that's insane. And this is a narrative that we are trying to change. Okay, all of a sudden my mouse doesn't want to work. Let's see. I'm not sure why. 1 second. There we go. So last year, October, it was my birthday, 27th of October, and I set up a GoFundMe fundraiser. That's one of our authors, Amari. He's the designer of Zion at the front, which is, you know, from the Popcorn House. We'll talk a little bit more. We've got quite a couple of designers here tonight, so you're in for a bit of a treat. And we're doing something called the Pass It On Look Like Me Challenge banner. And all we ask is that you just, if you know, share. Obviously, yes, 100%, we want donations. That goes without saying, but just hit the share button. Marcia, if you could find the GoFundMe link, that would be great. To date, that figure is a little bit higher. The last time I checked, it was something like £1,300, because as I said on Tuesday, I was asking lots of people, just donate a £5 if you've got it. You know, £5 times 400 people is a lot of money. So it's really important that we continue to grow. And for the second book, for the ages 13 to 18, we definitely want to make sure that our team is fully funded. Okay, great. Now, for some reason, here we go. So let's tell you a little bit about the Look Like Me book challenge objectives. It is to, just bear with me a sec. Right, so it is to advance, number one, advance the positive representation of Black, Asian and minority ethnic BAME main characters in children's books in the United Kingdom. Number two, to assist and support the public with the advancement of equal representation and diversity for children's literature. Number three, to inspire, ignite and create a keen interest in literacy for children aged 7 to 18. Number four, to promote and encourage the talents of the public, particularly children and young people, through the provisions of events, workshops, masterclasses for the benefit of the community. So right now we are hitting objective number 4. We think things like this is really important, and to move forward on a wider scale is also just as important. So it's really key that you let us know of whatever opportunities can and will be present. Number 5, to increase awareness of historic and culturally embedded BAME stories within grassroots communities from deprived areas. So Look Like Me book challenges are not for profit, and these are our objectives. So let's tell you a little bit about how we done it, because it really was a team effort. So the Popcorn House book writing process, we championed this project on social media and within our networks. The GoFundMe page we created. The recruitment for the workshops was put together, like I said, during lockdown. I think we're still in lockdown. We've done 3 times workshops for the children. The first week we did character development. The second month we did story development, and then the third month we did a show and tell and finalized the book. We worked with 30 children and their wonderful parents who all got them there on time. We played icebreaker games, singing and rhyming exercises, idea sharing, character creation, stroke illustration, plot development, guest speakers, and first draft reveal. So this is what we did over that period. And finally, we wrote down, we finalized, proofread and published the book. We promoted it within our social media networks, and we became a #1 bestseller. So one of the things when we're looking forward in terms of wanting to secure more money to not just create this campaign here in London, but to map out all of the UK, one of the funding learning outcomes are children and young people develop a positive identity, which is crucial. Children and young people experience working collaboratively with their peers. Children and young people engage in positive and diversionary activities. Children and young people develop skills related to enterprise, entrepreneurship, community economics, and fundraising. Children and young people and parents engage in shared family learning. Children and young people enhance communication skills, including public speaking and media engagement. We've had quite a few of our children getting used to that. And children and young people develop critical thinking skills, concepts development, idea generation through to project realization. We'd like to say that so far we are hitting those outcomes. I do not know why my button is sticking. So, bam, bam, bam. This is how you can contact me. Little bit of a spoiler alert here. Dun, dun, dun. So, you know, we've got the Popcorn House and Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. Well, on the left, we've got a promo cover of the Popcorn House, The Rise of the K-Bots, and the artist that actually drew that, his name is Dillon, and it's his first interview with us today. So we're going to be speaking to him a little bit later. It was amazing, like when he came out with this concept, we were just like stunned. So The Rise of the K-Bots is on its way. We are going to do a series, and we will be committing to a minimum of 3 books, but we are here to talk about the Popcorn House. So this is how you can contact me. You can Google me. I'm everywhere. And you've got my website there, www.peachespublications.co.uk, www.looklikeme.co.uk. And yeah, come on board, get involved and reach out to us. So now you have a little bit of a better understanding. For those new people that have joined, we are filming. So if you don't want to be seen, just turn your camera off just to make sure that you are okay. Right, let me get some entertainment going for you. So one of the things that we say is whiz whoosh. That's the magical word that we use to activate certain elements of the superhero powers in this book. And thank you all for joining us this evening. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, and you have chosen to be here and chosen to be with me. All right, so here we go. Kayla May, can you unmute your mic, please?
Hello.
Hello. Ayana, can you mute your mic, please?
Hi.
Okay, we need to mute your mum or someone there. Excellent.
Yep.
Okay, so at the back of this book, we have a lovely little story called, well, it's actually a song. It's a song that I wrote 10 years ago, and it's called Children of the Sun. Kayla May and Ayana are our 2 lead singers on this project, which is really quite cool. And they are going to be sharing their lovely vocals with us. And we're going to hear them. They've been practicing really hard last night. So, girls, are you ready?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Right. So, I'm going to give you the note and then I'll count you in. We are 1, 2, 3.
We are children of the sun. Our lives have just begun. We're the chosen ones. We are talented by far. We are shining stars You know who we are. Always believe in your dreams, even when others are mean. You can achieve great things if you think you can win.
We are children of the sun. Our lives have just begun. We're the chosen ones. We are talented by far. We are shining stars who know who we are. Well, be kind and help if you can. Make sure that you understand. Life is for sharing and caring. Make sure you're always giving.
We are children of the sun, children of the sun, children of the sun.
We are children of the sun, children of the sun, children of the sun.
Let's get some clicks going. Wasn't that amazing?
Fantastic. Well done. Beautiful voices. Beautiful.
Bravo, girls. You've done really well. So, Kayla May, how does it feel to record that song in the photo studio that we were at last week or the week before?
Well, it felt really good because I can, when I put on the headphones, it felt like I could hear what I was actually recording.
Good. Excellent. You've done really well. Ayana, you can mute your mic now, Kayla May. Ayana,
Yes.
how did it feel to be a lead vocalist on a track such as this?
I'm really happy because you picked me and Kayla May's voices, and it's not just one of us, both of us voices together sounds really good. So it's good that you picked both of us because it comes into harmony. So I'm really happy that I'm the lead singer with Kayla May.
A compliment, and I'm not sure if you know, but Spotify, which is a major download channel, want to actually do a podcast with myself and the girls. And once we get the song on there, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more opportunity for them. You know, Spotify has thousands, millions of listeners. So once again, I'm so proud of you. They've worked really hard. So let's give them a whiz. Congratulations. All right.
Whiz whoosh.
Whiz whoosh. So we're going to go to story time in a minute, but I just want to connect with the audience. If you could just put one word in the chat box of how you feel right now. So Marilyn's put beautiful. Thank you very much for those links. So if you want to get in contact with me, you can see the links on the website. Thank you to my co-host, Marcia. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Happy birthday. Appreciate it. I'm 21 times 21 plus 1. Jeez. Inspiring, Veronica says. Right, that's not Veronica Martin. I don't think that's Veronica with Lewisham Council, but you're more than welcome. We have a Veronica Martin in the book. So beautiful, inspiring. Any other words to pick up our young people? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on, I know you can type. You can put a couple more words in there. I think they were fantastic, and I think that they did a great job. I heard the voices of angels. You've been called angels, girls. Well done. Very proud. Yes, of course. Okay, so it's story time at the Popcorn House. I never get tired of this part. I really don't. I'm just so proud. Like, just to give you an idea, in October, we have been on BBC London Radio. I'm in the Voice newspaper on page 36 talking about this project. South London Press have gotten in contact with us. We've done not one, but 2 events at the Mayor's Office, GLA, the Mayor's Office. We did the Black Books webinar. We've been asked to come back in December. Also, BBC wants us back. So the blessings have been falling. If you two believe in this project, then please continue to support. All right, so we are now going to do a little bit of story time. And then we're going to interview the authors and you can answer questions. So could you put your thumbs up if you can see my screen? Okay, perfect. Here we go. So, The Popcorn House. Come closer to hear a story brand new. 2 cousins appear like fresh morning dew. Hi, Grandpa. Greetings, Grandma, they both exclaimed as they waved goodbye to their parents down the lane. Zion's mummy said, "Be good, Zion. Remember you are strong, with a heart of a lion." The children smiled with excitement and glee, unaware of their unexpected journey. Grandma chuckled. "Can you guess what we're going to make? It's your favorite strawberry ice fruit cake." Grandma's cakes are the best in town. Neighbours travel for miles around to scoff all her baking treats down. "Listen up and pay attention to me. We are going to bake a fruit cake that will be tasty. Always remember, we must work together as a team with a splash of vanilla essence. Please start mixing the buttercream." Trouble began brewing as both cousins fought for the spoon. There was pushing and pulling, and then suddenly, a loud boom. So I actually forgot to mention that this section is called What Happens Next. So I am going to ask you to type in the chat box, next 30 seconds, what happens next? Off you go. Chat box, what happens next? So they're in the kitchen, making all kind of wahala. Might have to read some of the answers to me, Marcia, because my chat box is not coming up. So if you can unmute the mic. So what?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Sorry.
They're in the kitchen. Anyone want to take some guesses?
Okay, I've got here, Grandpa comes in with shock and then Grandma is not happy, so they get sent to bed.
Oh dear. Good. Anything
They
else?
get in trouble. The bowl falls all over the kids and the floor.
Okay. These are some really good answers. The mixture explodes. Have some of you been reading my Popcorn House secretly?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank you, Marcia. Let's find out what happens next. A crash and a bang made a huge sound. Zion and Nevaeh's mixing bowls cracked and fell down. Grandma was covered in flour when you looking all around. The grandparents' faces were filled with frowns. The cousins froze on the spot and did not make a sound. Suddenly, the children gasped when they saw Grandpa leaning in at the door. Then Grandma shouted, "No more." Grandpa's face was filled with dread. "I agree, it's time for no bed. In my house, you work together to achieve our goals and dreams. You have both demonstrated that you are not a team." Zion and Nevaeh faces were filled with regret. It saddened them to see their beloved grandparents upset. Angry words filled the air as Zion and Nevaeh exchanged cold stares. It was my turn to mix the buttercream. Sometimes, Zion, you can be so mean. Nevaeh, you're always mixing mixing the cake. This time I wanted a chance to bake. Then suddenly their discord was interrupted by a thundering sound. The children stopped arguing and slowly turned around. In shock, they looked over at the wardrobe and they both could see it was a beautiful glowing light shining so pretty. Wow, the light is dazzling bright. Then Zion stepped forth boldly to investigate. Nevaeh cried, "No, Zion, please, wait." But sadly, she was too late. The bright light swallowed them into the A to Z zone, where no child or adult should ever roam alone. What happens next? I mean, I don't understand why he's walking into a cupboard. I mean, you're fast, Josie. You're always fast. Do not walk into the cupboards. What happens next? Marcia, beam me eyes and ears. 30 seconds starts now. They've gotten into trouble. They've been banished to their room. What on earth is going to happen next?
All right, so sorry, let me just. There is different lands.
Okay, good.
Nobody's coming through with anything else yet.
Different lands. They're at their grandparents' house.
Okay.
If I saw a glowing cupboard, I'd be wanting to walk the other way out.
They enter a magical world.
They enter a magical world. That's a really good guess. You sure you've not been reading my book? Are you sure? Are you sure?
They enter and go through a rainbow slide event. Then they end up in a different world.
That sounds amazing. It needs some good answers.
Fantastic.
Shall we find out? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sitting at the edges of your seats? It's Popcorn House, story time at the Popcorn House. What happens next? What happens next? What happens next? Pam. Boys and girls beware. Zion and Nevaeh had a very big scare. Did you know the alphabet tunnel is real? When your legs turn to jelly, you need the heart of steel. Whiz whoosh is all they could hear as they watched planet Earth rapidly disappear. Letters and words were suspended high in the air, and their little brown faces were filled with fear. Glamour always said, "Those who do not hear shall surely feel the consequences of a bad deal." Their wise grandma told them to work together as a team. They prayed that they would awake from this terrible dream. Zion's head was feeling warm and fuzzy. All he wanted was his mummy. Poor Nevaeh felt scared and sick in her tummy. Oh dear. What trouble laid ahead as these letters floated around their heads? The pair were now filled with dread. What happens next? Well, you're gonna have to buy the book. Bam, bam. If you want to know what happens next, you're going to have to buy the book. I have a link to share with you. It's www. Yes, oh no. And make sure you give us a review on Amazon. Remember, Christmas is coming up. This is a great opportunity to, give gifts to your loved ones and your children and your grandbabies. All right, so that's the Popcorn House. Didn't they do well? Let's have some clicks for them. Yeah, man, they did well. So I'm going to pass over to my lovely host, Marcia, who for the next 10 minutes are going to talk to our lovely authors. So today's we've got Dylan, who drew the K-Bot. We've got Amari, who drew Zion. We've got Ayana, which you heard sing. And we've got Kayla May. So you can take the pick of the bunch. Over to you.
Oh gosh, I'm spoilt for choice. Greetings, everybody. My name's Marcy. I'm one of the parents, and I'm going to be doing some interviews. I'm really excited. So I'd like to speak to Angel. Is Angel there?
Angel has not turned up. Angel is up in the heavens somewhere. Not
Oh,
with us. And Angel
okay.
is our youngest author. He's actually 4 years old. If Angel is present, do let me know, but I don't believe she is. So
No worries. We will go on to Kayla May. Let's have a
echo.
Yeah. Hi, Kayla May. Are you there? Can you unmute?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, my lovely. You okay?
Yeah.
Great. I would like to ask you some questions. Well, 2 questions actually. And the first question is, what is your favourite character?
Well, my favourite character is Nevaeh, because she has curly hair like me, and she has very bright clothes.
So you like bright clothes as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I love the fact that you're saying that she looks like you, and that's what this whole project is about, and about the book, about having, you know, characters that look like you. So I really love that answer. So thank you. So what's your favorite part of the book? What part of the story do you like, without giving too much away? What's the favorite part of the book so far, and what you can share?
Well, my favorite part in the book is that when the two had a big fight, and the bowl fell over and they made a big mess in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's a great part, isn't it? It's a great part. Wow, thank you so much, Kayla May, for your singing as well. It's amazing. So I'm going to ask you to mute yourself, but thank you for sharing and giving everyone a little bit of insight of what parts of the book you like.
You're
Okay?
Yeah.
Wish, wish.
Bye.
Wish, wish, right?
Wish.
Okay, I'm going to ask to speak to Dylan. I've seen Dylan there waiting and listening in. Dylan, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, Dylan.
Good evening.
Thank you for joining us today. I would like to ask you a question about the book. I know you've illustrated a character. Can you tell us a little bit about that character and why you created that character for us, please?
I created the K-Bots and Pandora because I felt like most books with action are more interesting, and that it's just I really like having more story to the book instead of just having just a normal happy story. There's always got to be like a little dark side to it.
No, the dark side of it, indeed. I mean, the way the eyes are, it's just amazing character. So tell me a little bit more. What do you see or envision that this character is going to do, without saying too much about the next book that we hopefully will be putting together? What can you tell us about K-pop? What's their magic they can do, or anything you've designed in that character?
Well, they have laser eyes. They've also got spears for attack, and are very mischievous sometimes.
Ah, okay. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this character. They do intrigue me. I'm really fascinated by those eyes and what powers they've got. So I would like to ask you another question, and that's, what part of the book is what part of the book is your favorite part?
My favorite part of the book is when they go through the alphabetical slide and then they're all just going crazy.
It's amazing. It's magical, isn't it? All of those letters and everything, they're going down. That's great. Thank you so much, Dylan, for your patience and your contribution. It's been amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing the next chapter of the book with your character. So thank you so much. You can mute yourself now. Thank you so much, Dylan. Okay, Ayana, would you like to say something about what you know about the book in terms of what
Okay. Wait, can you hear me?
I'm just checking if you can everyone hear Ayana? Can we have a thumbs up if we can hear her? Because we just happen to be in the same space, which is a bit tricky.
Hi.
Do you want to speak on here?
It sounds a little bit low. Maybe she should come to your.
Yes, she's going to come to me. So bear with us. This is live. So, hi, Ayana.
Hi.
All right, so this is my daughter, Ayana, and I'm just going to ask her, I mean, well done for your singing. You were amazing. And it's
Thank
great
you.
that you've got the lead vocals, and yeah, thank you for that. So what's your favourite character in the book?
My favourite character in the book is the fairy, because she brings so much joy and confidence, and that they're gonna go back home. So I feel like that's why I like the fairy.
You're telling us a little bit more about the book.
Oh,
Ooh,
Spoiler alert.
Okay, and what do you like? Can you tell us a little bit about your favourite part of the story? I know some people say it's about the kitchen and what's happened and what's in the wardrobe.
My favourite part of the story, without telling too much, is when they try and escape to get back home, and they have to have an invisible something. I'm not going to say it, to get back home. So yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. That was really quite creative in the way you've not given too much away. So they're going to have to really read that book, aren't they, to be able to find out what that something is.
Yeah.
I wanted to check if Amari's there. Is Amari there? Thank you, Ayana, so much. Thank you so much.
Wish, wish.
Wish, wish. Is Amari there at all?
Yeah.
Hi, Amari. I know you're on the move, so thank you for joining us and linking in. Wish, wish and everything to you. Amari, I would really like to know a little bit more about your character, because you created Zion. Can you give us a little bit more about why you created Zion, please?
I created Zion because growing up in primary school, I didn't see much black main characters in books, and I would like to change that because as you can tell, I am black, and I don't like. I want to see more of me in a book, which I didn't really see. So I created Zion with an afro because an afro kind of represents our culture and what we do and our heritage. And I think it's a really good look to put onto somebody. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Amari. So what you're saying to us is that when you were at primary school, you didn't see much books that represented you, and the representation of your afro really is something, it's a signature for you, isn't it? Is that what you're saying in terms of identifies who you are? Yeah, thank you. Mari, can you just tell me, I mean, that's just amazing. I'm really kind of, it warms our heart to know that, you know, you're sharing that in terms of your experience at school. Can you just tell me a little bit about what you like about the book? From what you can hear from everybody else, what's your favourite part of the book?
My favourite part of the book is when they're having conflict and discord. Then as soon as they enter the wardrobe, the A to Z zone, they work together. And I think that's really powerful. Yeah,
and you know what
Yeah,
sorry, I know you're cutting out because you're on the move, so I really appreciate you signing in. But what I'm picking up, you're saying that the teamwork makes the dream work. So when they work together, things happen. Yeah, is that what you're saying to us, isn't it? You can put your thumbs up. Thank you so much, Mari, because I know you're on the move. So I really appreciate that. Okay, you can put yourself on mute. Thank you so much. I think I might have covered everybody. I mean, there's so many authors. As you know, there's 30 authors. I mean, and I'm just so grateful for those who have joined us today. And I know that some couldn't, but I mean, I'm just kind of, as a parent, just so proud of everybody. I really am. I'm really proud of the journey and how far you've come. And Winston, you've done amazing. So thank you so much. Have I missed anybody else who wants to say anything? Is any of the other children here that I may have missed who would like to?
You've covered everyone, and we've got a wish
I have.
list as time is
Okay.
going. So
Thank
let's
you
give
so
them a little
much.
bit of a click. Well done, well done, well done.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
it
you.
really does warm my heart. And Amari is getting used to being a little celebrity because he's been at birthday parties, he's hopped on, he's been in the car, he's hopped on. So good for you. And you know, you've got some valid things to say. So here's some information. Thank you, Marcia. That was amazing. Here's some information here of we've got a bookmark, meet Zion, and bam, meet Nevaeh. Zion, Nevaeh, and the children help select their names as well. And again, we're promoting positivity. We cannot be what we do not see. So, you know, we've got two young men representing the Popcorn House, two young girls representing our Black inspired colouring book. This is something that I wanted to touch on very quickly. It's called Time to Explore with Ezra and Etta. I've put the link in the chat. Great little Christmas present, great little Kwanzaa present, great present just all round. So these are two characters, my nephew and niece, in fact. And inside, we've got some images for them to be inspired by characters that, guess what? They look like me, you know, and it's been a real inspiration for them to have their positive affirmations, reading their books. This has really been going like hotcakes, and the children have an opportunity to colour it in. So if you want to get one of those as well, the link is in the chat. We also have some wonderful birthday greeting cards as well. And we're going to be selling them in batches of 10 for £10. And plus postage and package. And this has been sponsored by Consult a Chameleon. So if you're going to a birthday party, this is really the card that you need. But not only are they on the front, look who's inside. Yes, Ariana, I love your colouring book. It's the fairy giving you a whiz wash happy birthday. And again, thank you to consultachameleon.co.uk for sponsoring this. It really has been blessed, and we really do appreciate all your efforts. So you're going to have a moment to do a little question and answer session. But before you do that, I'm just going to do a little song just to inspire you all, because I think you're all beautiful. You've took your Friday evening out to come and join us, and then we're going to hear a parent testimonial, and then we are going to close. This is called Beautiful, and this goes out to everybody on the line, because that is what you are. You are beautiful. Every day is so wonderful that suddenly it's hard to breathe. Now and then I get insecure for the pain. I'm so ashamed. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can bring you down. Oh, no, no, no. You are beautiful in every single way. Words can bring you down. Oh no. So don't you bring me down today. Jeez, whiz whoosh, whiz whoosh. Alrighty, so you saw her earlier. We're going to get a parent testimonial for about 4 minutes. And then after that, we're going to have question and answers, and then we're going to close. So if you've got any questions, you can start writing them in the chat box now. And I'm going to hand over to Marcia just to give her thoughts and reflections. Thank you, Sandra Moody. Thank you very much, Marcia. Amazing singing. Thank you. It's God's gift. And that's what we've got to use. We've got to use God's talents. All of these books here are published and loads more. I just didn't have time to put them all out. Okay, so over to you, Marcia, for 4 minutes. Just tell us your reflections. Tell us what it's like for, you know, getting the young people, seeing your children, Amari and Ayana, on this project.
Once again, I'm going to say thank you, Winsome, because this journey's been just amazing. You've got to remember, we started this journey at the sort of mid-lockdown, and it was just an opportunity for our children, you know, our children, my children, Amari and Ayana, to engage in something and also learn. So there was a learning process. It was about teamwork. And our motto is teamwork makes a dream work. And it's exactly that. They've collaborated, they've met people they've never met before, the children, and they've worked amazing together. And the lockdown is a significant part because it's about well-being as well, and having a focus and having that opportunity to be creative and use their mind in a different way. My children, I've just seen them on this journey and become so confident. You heard Ayana sing today, and I've just seen her from being shy and really building herself and being really blossoming into that butterfly. And I'm so proud, and I feel so honoured and privileged to be able to, you know, co-produce today and build my confidence as a parent and engage in talking to you all. So I feel truly blessed. Amari designed the character of Zion. He would never have thought of that if we didn't go through this process with Winston in the Look Like Me book challenge, and really helped me as a parent to really think, actually, that's pretty sad that he's been able to say that, actually, I hadn't seen any other children, mummy, in my whole, you know, time at primary school would really look like me and had an afro. And that really is homed in, and it does kind of hit a chord every so often. I just think, I remember that when I was a child. So here we are again. So what Winston's doing with the Look Like Me challenge is just phenomenal. And I just want you to really support what we're doing and what the children are doing, because it's just amazing. And it's building their character, their confidence, their self-esteem, their identity, and also educating when they're in school and talking about, you know, characters, you know, that, you know, who they are, their identity. I've seen Amari just being so confident about who he is as a person. And I think that's so important, that we build that character in them. So without saying any more, that I mean, I could go on and I could actually write an essay about it, actually, because I feel so strongly about it. The amount that the children, and having that photo shoot and meeting all the children, it's just amazing. The singing, the songs. I mean, I don't know what else to say, because I'm really just proud of the project and where it's gone, and I will support it 100%, you know, every day. As long as we continue to keep pushing, yeah, and that's what we're doing. And the children are just amazing. I feel blessed to be part of it, truly do, because I'm part of it as well. Can't hear you.
You are indeed. And just one last final quick question. Where would you like to see this project go in the next 12 months?
We've talked about it, definitely, you know, animation, actually seeing the characters come alive. That would be an ultimate. That would be spread it across not just the UK, but across the seas, to the Americas, to the Caribbean, to Africa. That would be fantastic. To Brazil, wherever, all stretches of the islands of the world, would be amazing to see, you know, the characters Zion and Nevaeh. That would be fantastic. You know my thoughts about in the schools and doing outreach projects. So that's just something about what I feels important. So and yeah, and seeing the chapters, you know, the next two books. I'm so looking forward to being part of that journey with the children, because it's a family now. We've become a family.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really
You're
appreciate it.
most welcome. Thank you, and good night, everybody. And thank you for tuning in with us. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Yep, big up to the Lewisham Council. We are definitely happy to be on board. Can you believe it? We are nearly at the end, but we have one quick announcement from somebody very special, which is the Deputy Mayor of London, who has endorsed our book, which is really quite cool. It's a 60-second video, so I'm just going to share this clip with us. Let's see now. Okay, you should be able to see my screen. So in fact, we've now raised £1,424, which is really, really cool. So well done, guys. This is amazing. Now, let me go to here. Hopefully you can hear her. She is really soft-spoken, but it's 60 seconds. Whiz whoosh.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm sure you're all having a whiz whoosh time. My name is Debbie Weeks Bernard, and I am the Deputy Mayor of London. We all know how important it is to see equal representation in children's literature. And having a positive reflection of yourself in the books that you read is key to self-development. Remember, you cannot be what you do not see. The Look Like Me book challenge has informed me that 30 young Black, Asian and minority ethnic children have become #1 best-selling authors. This is an amazing achievement. Congratulations. I would like to commend all the co-authors of The Popcorn House and project manager Winsome Duncan and her team, who have created this magical superhero story during the lockdown. Remember, you cannot be what you do not see. It is a whiz whoosh goodbye from me.
See, even Dr. Debbie Weeks Bernard knows about whiz whoosh. Can get some clicks for her. Right, so I'm going to hand back over to Marilyn, and we're just going to do 5 minutes Q&A, and then we're going to close. So question and answers. Anybody on here that feels inspired to write a book? Marilyn, what's your thoughts? Do you have any questions for the authors? 5 minutes.
Oh, I'd love to write a book, but yeah, I just think today has been very inspiring. Well done to all the wonderful young people who have produced this book. I think it's long overdue and totally correct in terms of underrepresentation. It's vitally important that we get those representation in those wonderful books and get them out there in those major bookshops. You know, I believe it must be done and it should be done.
Thank you so much. And we know that we have your support to share the word. Anyone else want to unmute their mic, answer a question, put a question in the chat box? Anything
Hello.
not covered?
This is Sandra Agard. I'd just like to say congratulations. Absolutely fabulous. It's so wonderful to see young people taking up this mantle because it's so important. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. Keep going and going and going and going, and do not let anybody stop you. You are the dream. You are the future. Run with it. It's well done, Winston. I mean, your dream is these children, and look at what's happening. So, click, bravo, all the rest of it. Big up, Ashay.
Ashay. You know, this is like parts where I do get emotional because this was a vision given to me by God, and this was spirit-led, and I was really resistant. I was just like, I'm just too busy. I can't. But what a difference 12 months makes. What a difference 1 year makes. So I don't think I've had the opportunity to take it in quite yet. Yeah. So they've seen me cry. They know I'm a cry. You know I'm a crybaby, children, innit? You know I'm always crying. So yeah, thank you. All right, we'll take a couple more questions. 2 more questions. Then we gotta go. Anyone else? You want to unmute? Do you want to go in the chat?
And Winston, I have a question for you. Where do you see the book going in 12 months' time?
My vision is very vast. I dream. I'm a dreamer. I dream big. I see the book selling hundreds of thousands of units to millions. I see it animation, but not them little dege animations. Proper Chris boom bada bing. And you're actually in for a surprise, because I do have a 10-second animation clip. I haven't put it out yet because I've been so busy, but there is some clips coming to you just to see that vision, because I do believe that with the little money that we've got, we've produced, look at what we've done. So I will get that out to you. Maybe, I'm not even going to say when, but very soon, within the next 7 days. But yeah, I see it, animation, I see merchandise. So we've already got cups. Children want duvets, clocks, you know, whatever we can just produce. We've got a song, we've got the audio book. So we're just going to keep pushing, and we've got some really star people lined up for that. Thank you. One last question and then we out. Thank you, TS. Please do share. WCC, where's that? What's that mean? Is that Waltham Forest? What is that?
Westminster City Council.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. If you have any events happening for Christmas, or if you've got any connects, we'd love to get involved. We are in the process of setting up our not-for-profit. I've got my board, and you know, we want to take the opportunities to expand this. We want to work with the 13 to 18-year-olds and just push this as far as we can. Thank you so much for joining us. What did you think, Tasnim? What did you think?
It was brilliant. It was very inspirational, and I will definitely pass on. It was someone posted this in after one of the Black History Month events today, so I thought I'd join. I will definitely let them know that it was totally worth it, and I will pass the messages on.
Wonderful, excellent. And my contact details, I'll pop my email in the chat, and you can have that as well. And yeah, just keep spreading the message.
Brilliant, will do.
Everyone know. So it's my honor, and it has been my privilege. Thank you so much for joining us. The next thing that we've got next is going to be for Enterprise Week. We're doing a film for Nina Simone Award, and that has the blessings of Nina Simone's daughter. This is going to be, I believe, at the Queen Elizabeth Centre in Westminster. That's a good one, isn't it? There's a nice synergy there. Yeah, so we've been invited to the Queen's Elizabeth Centre in Westminster to take part in that event, and we do have a short film coming as well. So that is what you've got to look out for in November. So thank you very much. My name has been Winston Duncan, and I am a book confidence coach, and we are whiz-wishing out. See you there.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone. Fabulous. Well done, everyone.
Thank you. Well done, everyone.
Well
Fantastic. Thank you, Winsome, for your
Bye.
collaboration.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Excellent.
Sandra, everyone.
Bye,
Take
bye, darling.
Thank you so much.
Remember, always happy and rise up. Bye.
Oh, I love that. Rise up. Love it.
Bye.
Rise
Bye,
up, my
everyone.
darling.
Oh,
Salut.
fabulous.
Beautiful.
Salut.
Yeah.
Rise up, my people, them.
Rise up.
Amen.
Thank you, Winsome.
Bye.
All right, so I've stopped recording. If any of you are shy,